Welcome everyone to Fishburners Live. We are supposed to look at that red light.
Oh,
that's the
yeah.
camera.
Sorry.
That's right. No, it's all good. This is your first time here.
It is, yes.
And ladies and gentlemen, this is Fishburners Live. The whole purpose is to bring out the after-event party vibe out there to people who was watching online or
I
those
think
people.
you're pointing in the wrong direction. The vibe is behind us,
The
man.
vibe is behind
The
over
vibe
there
is
and then
behind
us as well. Yes, that's right. And we have Cassie from On Market with us to open this session.
Okay, I'm here.
Before we dive in, let's roll the sponsor message first. Coming right back, Cassie.
Man.
First time MC on this stage.
Yes.
What do you think?
Oh my gosh, it was so much fun.
Yep.
It was such a good crowd tonight.
Yep.
Everyone was super engaged in the pitches.
That's right.
I felt as though the extra time, so usually at Fishburners you
Yep.
only have 30 seconds to pitch.
That's right.
We
90 seconds.
90,
That's
apologies.
right.
First
No,
time on
it's
the
all right.
stage, right? Usually you have 90 seconds to pitch, but tonight they had 5 minutes.
Exactly.
So that extra
Much
time.
deeper conversation.
Exactly. It
Yes.
really, I personally feel as it really engaged the audience. And there was nothing like being on stage as the MC, seeing everyone wanting to get involved.
That's
We
right.
had 160 votes for on the Slido to vote for the crowd favorite.
Fantastic.
Huge. Couldn't have asked for better. 160.
So normally it's only about 70 to 80% people vote. So that means tonight in the house as well as out there we have close to 200 people watching.
Oh my gosh.
That's good.
That's
I
huge.
think there were about 30 some people online.
Yeah.
I think there were 30 some people online.
That's
earlier.
terrific.
That's great.
Yeah.
All right. But the quality that we saw on stage tonight is not come by chance.
No.
It's because of a lot of hard work between you and the on-market team and the judges. Were the judges the same judges done the pre-selection?
No, they weren't. So with the pre-selection after the pitch workshop, when
Yep.
the founders applied to
Yep.
be part of the finalists,
Yep.
we had an internal on-market judging session
That's
that
right.
comprised of 10 of us.
Yep.
We all had a marking sheet.
That's right.
That was just on the basis, the foundations of what it takes to raise capital via equity crowdfunding. And then after that, we all watched the pitch videos that were submitted by the founders, as well as reviewed individually their pitch decks.
Yep.
We made individual comments and then came together to decide which of those would make it on to the 6 finalists.
Your on-market team.
On-market team.
But
the judges had nothing to do with
the
it until
judges is
tonight.
extra layer of advice, extra layer
exactly.
of value.
We brought people in that were, so Rose, Peter and Isaac, specialists in growth, had built businesses themselves before.
Fantastic.
We brought them
Yes.
in, didn't tell them anything about who was pitching, they didn't see anything, and made their decision on the spot.
Yeah. For those people who missed the pitch night on Battle of the Founder pitch night tonight, go to Fishburners Founders Hub to discover our video and watch it back. You won't be disappointed. If you are a founder, most likely you will learn something from among the 6 finalists.
Definitely.
Okay. So the 10 people who screened the candidate.
Yeah.
Have they give specific feedback and advice to each of the applicant or some of the applicant?
No, all of them. Everyone
Everyone.
that applied got specific feedback from us.
Fantastic.
So from the 10 people that were part of the judging panel, the internal judging panel, the people that didn't make it through as a finalist got written feedback as well as a follow-up meeting to discuss.
That's right.
The people that made it through as a finalist got 2 sessions of independent feedback.
That's right.
First session of initial feedback, second is the second iteration feedback.
And it's all free application.
Free. 100%
And it's
free.
all value injected back to our startup community.
Definitely. Well, that's what On Market Tea for. We're
That's
really just
fantastic,
trying to help I mean, when you think about it, man, you've got a couple of stages of a startup. You've got your idea stage, you've got development, and then you need to raise capital so you can execute.
Indeed.
So what we're trying to do here at On Market, which is why we partnered with Fishburners, is help people expedite the growth of their business. And that's what Battle of the Founders is all about.
Naturally, people, for those online who doesn't aware of On Market yet, how many crowdfunding campaign have gone through you guys so far?
Oh, I couldn't give you a number off the top of my head. Here's the thing. I am your marketing girl. I'm your marketing girl. I will bring you all the ideas you need. I will do the analysis of your campaign. However, I am not your sales pitch girl, unfortunately. We have raised in total over 190 million for Australian businesses. We've had over, in total,
I think that number on the slide was more than 200. So everyone, if you want to benefit from a 11 people that is on market staff team that has more than 200 crowdfunding program campaign experience for free, get their advice, get yourself ready for next crowdfunding campaign.
Yes, please
go to
do.
On Market.
onmarket.com.au. Shameless plug.
Link in the no shameless here.
Shameless
Startup is all about promoting your business the right way.
Exactly.
Link in the description below. All right, back to the Fishburner experience and the event. How was it? From where you stand?
Man, incredible. We will definitely be looking to run this event once a year, annually. Tonight was the first night, and to see the energy from the crowd, to see how engaged not only the finalists but the judges, plus just the onlookers were incredible. I couldn't have asked for a better night. Honestly, last night, between you and me and everyone watching, I lost sleep over tonight. I was so nervous as to how today was going to come out, but now that it's happened, it's
not that scary. It's not that scary.
No, I am so pleased. I'm so grateful.
We are a very supportive community.
100%.
Including the MC. Including the MC. So have you prepared lots of jokes for tonight?
Oh my God, don't even start me on this, man. So if everyone watching, yesterday I had a quick meeting with Man and he told me I needed to be funny. I am the furthest thing from funny. So obviously I had no jokes prepared, a little bit of nerves coming through, but I think I did okay, you know?
No, but you were very funny earlier before the event started. When there was that proposal of do the 30-second pitch.
Oh,
you said,
no.
I can see that Cassie was under the pump and said, no, I don't want to do it.
And then when they pulled out the chairs, a straight no from me. Yes.
And when you were starting, Claudia and our staff team were frantically move more chairs because there are 20-30 more chairs in this location.
Yes,
that's right.
Yes.
That's right.
Yeah, it was a great crowd. How was it from your end? Sitting over here?
From my end, it was fantastic and everything runs smoothly. Except everyone holding the mic like that or holding the mic like that. So everyone have a different style. But I think everyone is still audible and things like that. It's good.
Perfect.
So what is can I get your one-line comment in your summary report to your MD now, to team? You recommend them come back to Fishburner next year, 2023?
Honestly, 100% get your ass over here, come to the Battle of the Founders and enjoy a drink together. That is my one sentence.
And I'm sure I should not say if, when you can mobilize your next $10,000 of investment out of 6 founders tonight, which one, or if any of them could won your
Don't ask me this, man. Don't ask me this.
Why not?
Who would I go for? All right. So tonight,
you can split it up into 6 though.
If you're going to invest $10,000, you're going to invest $10,000 tonight. Our crowd favorite was Tam from Fora, who is a Tinder-like platform, but for finding friends, not finding dates.
That's right.
He gets my $10,000. Honestly, I'm a 24-year-old woman. I cannot find a friend, honestly, if it fell on my head.
Oh, really?
Honestly, that's a problem.
That's fantastic.
So, Tam gets my $10,000 tonight.
Maybe I have been running Fishburner event too frequent.
You have too many friends. Too many friends.
All right.
All right.
Moving right along, it's time to meet our winners for tonight.
Yes, let's bring
All
up
right,
Brandan.
let's roll our sponsor message and we'll come back to see our winner, Brandan from
willHQ.
willHQ.
For all the people that are watching online, I believe we have people from England, Israel, the US.
Okay, my name's Alex. I'm the founder of Print.
First-hand dramatic impact of climate change.
We will send a read-only copy.
Please jump on here, send us.
Oh wait, you can't see me in this live, man. I'm not in here. Hold on, we're having technical difficulties. We're not. We're just trying to make sure that everyone here is in it. There we go. All right. To everyone watching, I would like to introduce you to Vern and Brandan, who have won our Battle of the Founders competition. Big cue applause.
Thank you,
How do you both
Cassie.
feel?
So surreal.
Surreal?
Yeah, and Brandan did such a great job. Everyone loves his jokes, and then I think
It was a bit funny.
we'll probably replicate some of his jokes from now on.
Look, it's a significant step for us, because what it does is we're just pre-launch. We're launching in about 6 to 8 weeks' time, and we stand in front of several hundred people, and everybody gets it. The whole point is, yes, I joke, making Will sexy again. It's not. It's getting the message out that this is simple. Everyone should have one. It should be cheap, it should be accessible, and just get it done.
Yeah, it does definitely. I mean, will seem like such a tedious task, and I do know I made a joke about the fact that in 15 minutes I can remove my partner from a wheel if he annoys me. But is that something that you look to do, right? You're looking to make it so easy and accessible to absolutely everyone that it's not this tedious task anymore, right? I mean, for the people here on the live stream that weren't at the Battle of the Founders, tell us a little bit about what you do.
Yeah. So the whole basis of the thing is that COVID changed the law. Before 2021, a will had to be on paper, signed in ink, in the physical presence of 2 witnesses. The result of that is half the population, 10 to 12 million people, have no will, and 40 to 50,000 die without one every year, and it does leave legal costs, family conflict, delays inheritance as a legacy. I don't care. I'm dead. I'm gone. I've left a bucket of stuff behind me that is unnecessary. I told the story during the live stream. Prince, a guy with $200 million died with no will, and his siblings will never talk to each other again. It cost millions of dollars in 6 years to sort the whole thing out. If we had been around 6 years ago, and if Prince had used willHQ, that would never have happened. People renew their driving licenses online. Now driving licenses are digital. People renew their house insurance without thinking about it. This is just another service that we want to inform people about, and it becomes, hey, from sexy tonight, I want it to be boring because everyone will just do it.
Yeah, you have a terrific point. I remember, tell you a little side story. My family are all motorcyclist riders, right? Love motorbikes, and I remember actually Brandan made a joke about this at the pitch workshop, said you need to get a digital will. I do, obviously I do. But I remember in 2019 my parents went for a motorbike tour around Europe and didn't have a will. And it was only made apparent to me after they had left, and I just went, if something happens to you, the house that me, my sister, my brother live in, like all of our pets, everything that you've worked so hard for, what even happens to them? So I guess my next question for you is, how do you plan on marketing willHQ? What's your go-to-market strategy? I'm handing to you, Vern. CMO over here, everyone.
Thank you. We will have a few strategies, obviously. One is coming directly to someone like you who realize, oh my God, if something happens, what will what shall we do? And it's often quite late when things happen. So we're trying to make sure that people understood. And based on a very strong consumer insight, we will go after that consumer insight. A little bit like a hint, like what you have mentioned earlier. So we really want to make sure we target the right people at the right moment in order for them to do that. And we also leverage on what the competitors around in the market right now who are very good at educating what a will is. We're shifting them, telling them, hey, don't get in the way because you can't find two witnesses. We have them for you. Get it signed and done with. A signed one is better than not having
Just sorry to interrupt you whilst you're on the topic of competitors. Oh, almost ate my hair over here, guys. Oh, it's so fluffy. Get that out. Can you tell us a little bit about the competitors in the market at the moment? A direct competitor to willHQ?
Yeah, absolutely. So we do have a handful of online platforms that currently just replicating what an offline world onto an online platform. So ultimately you can do your form filling online, but you still need to print out a hard copy, get two witnesses in front of you, sign on ink on paper. But whereas we don't have to, and we hopefully can crack the people working around the clock, where if you wake up in the middle of the night realizing, oh shit, I haven't got my will signed, just jump on our platform and you will have two witnesses there ready for you to sign that will. And get it done, you have a good night's sleep after that.
Yeah.
And let me add one quick, I did say it earlier, but this is an empty space. We are not going after 10 or 12 million people before Christmas. Not even we could actually do that. People need to be serviced, given a service, given a product, given a solution. We know that we're not going to monopolize the market, and the more competitors who actually act together, the more likely we're to get traction, and they're going to grow their business as well. So it's like all the lawyers, all the jewelers being in the same street. It works to have cooperative marketing as well as direct competition.
So just two more questions for you. First question, now obviously as you've won the Battle of the Founders, you've won an equity crowdfunding raise, right? So with On Market, we'll be raising capital for you to take your business to the next stage. Question for you, everyone is an option to be an investor. Everyone can become an investor with equity crowdfunding. Why do you think the people listening right now should become an investor in willHQ?
Yeah, perfect question, simple answer. Because this is a very low cost, very high potential return investment. The example I used earlier was for $2,000, you get equity in the company and you get a package which includes a will and other documents from us that if you went to a lawyer would probably cost at least $2,000. That makes it almost zero cost. Now, our value on that is much, much less, but still, you put your money in, you get your equity, you get your documents, you get your peace of mind, and you actually watch things go to the horizon.
Yes.
On top of that, we're very, very ambitious. Australia is just a starting point, launchpad. We're looking at expanding globally, and India will probably be the next in line because we're in an accelerator program that will bring us to launch same time next year.
Terrific. Well, man, so you ready? I think that wraps us all up. Everyone here that's watching, this is Vern, this is Brandan, willHQ. Check out www.onmarket.com.au to see these guys live soon. What did you say, Matt? Link is in the description. Excuse me, I'm new to this. Bye.
Thanks, Cassie. Thanks, guys.
Welcome back. We go live straight like that. Just click on my app on the phone, on my phone. The whole purpose of this, Stephanie, is your first time at Fishburner.
It is, and it's amazing. Awesome place.
You went on our stage and started pitching.
Yes, I did.
Indeed, very pro.
Yeah, thank you.
Fampro. That's why Stephanie pitched like a pro, or in fact, very professional. Well
Thank
done.
you. Thank
Well
you.
done. And Stephanie was the first runner-up of the Battle of the Founder Pitch Night.
I was indeed.
Well done.
And I was quite speechless because I didn't expect it.
Yes, that's right.
Yeah.
Speaking to the mic because the background noise is a little bit noisy.
Yeah.
And the whole purpose of this is to bring out the networking conversation that is happening right in front of us over here,
Yep.
that the people do not know outside, to the outside world, and show them that, hey, a founder do not need to be locked at home. They could network through watching other pitching like a professional pitching so good to learn something and help each other and something.
Yeah.
So, tell everyone out there who don't know about Fampro Armour yet, what is it about?
So Fampro Armour is all about chest and body armour for impact sports, high-risk frontline personnel and healthcare.
Yeah, very good. One thing I was surprised, in fact the judges were surprised too, there is no female form-fitting armour out there on the market.
That's correct. Yes,
or
it's
very poor quality only.
It's there are armour out there that have a breast shape form to it.
Yeah, that's right.
But because it's hard plastic, they have to put a foam behind it.
That's right.
So it's more of a visual effect to it, but it's not about protecting the breast as such.
All right.
Because having the foam on the back of it, you can't put your boobs in it. So it's pretty much useless as such. And yeah, so yes, you're correct. There's nothing there for females that is designed.
I am obviously not a female, so I don't understand, but I do aware that the female athletes or professional, particularly you talk about healthcare sector as well as defense sector or police sector, does it mean actually you will need to have lots of shapes and size? What's the implication to your inventory and to your product design?
So when it comes to healthcare, we just go in with our hip armor.
Okay.
So our hip armor molds to any hip shape as such. It doesn't matter if it's a male or a female.
Okay.
When we talk about the high-risk frontline personnel, we have two molds for our chest armor.
Yep.
And so we have a to C cup mold and a D and above.
Okay, so you do have those
So
cup shapes.
we have two cup shapes. Bust size, exactly.
Exactly.
So as we can have two completely different body shapes, but same cup size. They can still wear the same armor because the armor molds to their body. So it doesn't matter if you're wider here or you have a bump there or you're skinny there. As long as your cup is the same, you can wear the same armor as such, because as I said, the foam will mold to your body, so it becomes then pretty much like a second skin.
That's right. And your pitch deck tonight, that was a 5-minute pitch. There was lots of detail up there. Your deck tonight shows some really, really respectable sales so far. How is the bootstrapping going, and why not just keep bootstrapping your business?
So up until recently, I bootstrapped everything.
That's great.
So we raised last year, December, with On Market.
Oh, you raised already?
We raised already. So up until that point, I bootstrapped everything. And the money that we raised, we then used to make our second mold, because before we only had one mold. So when you were a petite...
You're referring to the solid paint outside?
It's because our armor is an injection molding.
Okay.
So you have to produce a tool.
So it's a thermoplastic shell.
Yes, exactly.
Okay.
So before we had just one fits all size.
I see.
But when you were petite, let's say you have a 5'2" lady in a B cup, and you wore over Armour, it made you look like Jessica Rabbit because you got some really big
bit bulky.
boob. So we needed to create a smaller mold, the same chest armour, just in a smaller mold. So we used the funds that we raised through on market to do so.
That was last year.
That was last year. So
and it was so successful.
It was, yes,
Fantastic.
particularly because we didn't have much revenue.
Yeah.
So I'm going like, no one's going to invest in us because this is a great product, no doubt about that. But people usually tend to, put money into companies that have large revenues as such. So I was really stoked and positive, and I knew it will happen.
That's a positive testimonial and credit to on-market team.
Awesome team, and if anyone wants to crowdfund, definitely go with Tim and Cassie. Great team. They put up with me for 5 months, and they should
help you along. Not only put up with you, but they help you along the journey as well.
Definitely,
That's what I mean.
And so we're going to raise money again because we need people in my team to help me grow this business.
Okay.
Because I can't do everything.
So you need to hire more staff and genuinely scale up the production.
That's correct.
That's right.
Yes.
So how many percent? How many, if you don't mind, can I ask how many pieces of armor you have shipped so far?
About 500.
That's very good. That's a very good start. Yep. And then how many people out there potentially would need an armor in your target addressable market? How many people out there would benefit from a proper protection?
Well, it all comes back down to what kind of sector we're talking.
That's right.
So when we're talking in healthcare, we're addressing about 20% of the total market in healthcare.
That's right.
So which means it's about 400 million is our addressable, obtainable market.
That's a bit too big.
It's quite...
And that's exactly what you and the judges were on stage conversing about, how to focus on what market segment with what channel. And one of the judges, I remember hearing that, that's a very positive conversation, is that the judges say, if you don't want that set channel, he wants to make sure that he can help you to find someone to help you with that channel.
And that's the whole thing why we need to raise more money to get more people in, because I want to get a team that concentrates on the sports, a team for the high-risk frontliners, and the team for that, so that we don't spread ourselves too thin, and we're focusing on one at the time. But as a single founder, I don't have a co-founder.
Not yet.
Not yet. So anyone who, is obviously in the market and the right person.
But you do have a couple of team member here in the crowd. I saw them cheering very energetic for you when you were on stage.
We actually had... So one customer, she bought our Armour 2 years ago and became a shareholder of our company, which is amazing. So she believes in our product and in our mission and vision. And then I had 2 other ones that completed with me the Luminex Health Accelerator program. So we became really good friends.
Fantastic. That's a good story to share. And there's nothing better than a repeated customer or a repeated success story of on-market coming back to pitch in a competition to want to be on market again.
Yes,
and then your own customer is your co-founder and investor.
Not co-founder.
No, not
investors.
But investor. Yes, exactly.
So as the customer became a shareholder.
Fantastic. That's fantastic.
So we're probably going to raise next year within March, March, April. But until then, we do safe notes for anyone that wants to come on board.
What's the website again?
FamproArmour.com.
FamproArmour.com. Link in the description below. And one last question, maybe a bit tough. From where I stand in the producer point of view, it was a fantastic lineup of pitches. According to Cassie, there was 20-some, 30 or maybe even more application, and they 10 people screened them down to these finalists, 6. When you have your next $10,000 of investment, which one other than your own would you like to consider?
I would say willHQ.
Oh,
the
yes.
winner of the Battle of the Founders.
Yeah.
He did an amazing job.
Yeah.
I actually understood his pitch.
I think we all understand the pitch actually.
The others, they were great pitches,
Yeah.
but they didn't resonate as much as his did.
Yeah.
He did an excellent job. He's
Indeed.
a great speaker.
Yes.
And I truly believe we all need. I do have a will.
Okay, that's very rare.
Yeah,
It was
however-
more than 80% people in the room have no will when Brandan asked that question.
Exactly, but mine is not updated.
Oh, bugger.
So, which we need to do.
Yes.
So yeah, no, definitely he did a really
Yes.
amazing job.
It makes a whole lot of sense. Digitize a simple legal document like that.
Well,
and make it.
particularly, you don't have to go out and find someone who can sign it and witness
That's right.
it and all that.
That's
So
right.
it takes, and I don't have time for all that.
That's right.
So if I can do it on my phone, on my computer, so much easier. But I understood his pitch.
That's
it
right.
made sense. So yeah.
And if Brandan, if you're watching it back again, there is nothing better than a compliment from a fellow entrepreneurs.
Yeah, now you've done really well, and I'm looking forward to seeing of what's the future going to hold for willHQ.
Yep. Thank you so much, Stephanie, and I hope you enjoy your first Fishburner experience.
I hope to come back again.
Yes,
Thank
we'd
you.
love to have you back.
Thank
all
you.
right, so that's all for this live stream. See you next time. Bye-bye.
Thank you for all the people that are watching online. I believe we have people from England, Israel, the US.
Okay, my name's Alex. I'm the founder of Print.
First-hand dramatic impact of climate change.
We will send a read-only
Please jump on here, send us